Welcome to 3-4 Connection with Tommy. This video is on your Raw results and your WWE main event. Spoiler, by the time we get the video, it's probably not a spoiler. Birthdays we got from August 1st. This video is on about your August the 5th Raw results. August 1st birthday, Mike Chiodo. He was born 1966. Devon Dudley, 1972. Bunkhouse Buck, 1950. Yoshitatsu, 1977. August 2nd birthday, David Boy Smith Jr., 1985. Austin Theory, 1997. Damian Sandow, 1982. August 3rd birthday, Damian Sandow, 1982. August 4th birthday, Dean Malenko, 1960. Suicide, 1977. Frankie Kazarian, 1977. That rounds out birthdays for the 4th. And August the 5th birthday, Stan Lane of the Midnight Express and Fabulous Ones. Turned 65 on Sunday. How are those teams? Not in the WWF Hall of Fame, by the way. Pat Tanaka's 56. Ikuto Hidaka turned 47. Dean Malenko already did those. Eric Butterbean Ish turned 53 on Saturday. Pro boxer and had a boxing match in WWE with Bart Gunn at WrestleMania 15. Haystack Calhoun, William D. Calhoun, was born August 3rd, 1934. He died at the age of 55 on December 7th, 1989. Carl Gotch, a.k.a. real name, Carl Istas, was born August 3rd, 1924. Died July 28th, 2007. WWE canceled a few SmackDown live events scheduled for Kalamazoo, Michigan, at Wings Event Center from Monday night. WWE cited a scheduling conflict. Advertised dark matches on host venue's website for tonight's Raw. Seth Rollins, Braun Strowman, Ricochet versus AJ Styles, Luke Gallows, and Carl Anderson, and Becky Lynch versus Natalya versus Alexa Bliss in a triple threat for the Wall Ribbon Championship. Dark match events. I didn't get any of the results for that. WWE paid tribute to Hall of Famer Hollow Race on Raw, and this is a video that they showed on Raw. Video package aired that featured wrestlers talking about Race, including Hall of Famer Steve Austin. Race passed away last Thursday at the age of 76, and my condolences go to him and his family. Due to the complications from lung cancer, Roman Reigns recently spoke with Sport1.de and said he doesn't see why some people consider AEW as competition to WWE. I think Seth Rollins is being generous in calling them a competition, Reigns said. I don't want to get too deep into that. I said it before. It's an option, and that's great for professional wrestlers. Pretty cool for fans. Before my family was WWE only, we've been a territorial family. You had to move, work with different promotions and territories. I'm always going to be a pro wrestler, but at the end of the day, WWE is my home. It's what I represent and what we're so far ahead. You can see it in the other shows. It's not easy to have a clean production, to have a lot of experience. Our talent is top notch. We got main eventers for a day, but it's also is our crew. They're busting their butts all night to get the show running. There's so many people that make this place work. When you see other people out there trying to do it, you see the flaws, and it makes you respect what we do even more. It's easy to complain, to say this and that on paper, but when it's time to go out there and the lights are turned on, cameras are rolling, and actually do it, nobody will do it like WWE, period. Regarding the evolution of pro wrestling in WWE, Reigns said WWE is at the forefront. I think we're at the forefront. We have one of the strongest social media platforms in entertainment, if not the strongest. We're right ahead where we're living. We're trailblazing. They're doing case studies on us. That's where we're at. It comes down to the little things. We do the little things proper. Always make sure that the little details are correct. I think that's how we take things to the next level. We're light years ahead when it comes to that. I have fans everywhere, all over the world. Every single person in our locker room can say that. There's nothing like us. We're light years ahead. Reigns also. Well, that's about how fans are treating him these days. If he would be mad if they started booing him again, Reigns said. He doesn't care what the fans do, as they paid their money to be there. No, I don't care what they do in this case, Reigns said. They paid their money, their hard-earned money. They paid their dues to get to the show. They can do whatever they want to do. Everybody's situation is different. We enjoy every way our fans are expressing themselves. As long as you make noise, it doesn't matter to me if it's cheers or boos. The last thing I want is silence. Fans sitting on their hands. Everyone wants some popcorn. That's bad for a performer. I've always had the ability to rub people one way or another. As long as that continues, heavy cheers, polarizing, reaction, heavy boos. I'm all for it. To end his interview. Brutus Barber Beefcake recently was a guest on the weekly podcast at this link. During his appearance, he discussed not wanting to drop the tag titles at WrestleMania 2, Bret Hart being attacked at the Hall of Fame, and more. Go to that link for more. Defy Wrestling has announced on Twitter that Japanese legend Jushin Thunder Liger will compete in tag action along with Carl Fredericks and Alex Coughlin to face the American Guns and Brian Pillman Jr. at the August 23rd Defiance Forever event in Tacoma, Washington. And I got a picture to show you for that. WWE Raw superstar Ruby Riot underwent successful surgery to repair a bilateral injury on her left shoulder today. That's her second shoulder surgery. And she revealed on the surgery and wrote, "Round 2, fight!" Just like on the video game, Mortal Kombat. We noted back on May 22nd that Riot underwent surgery to repair the same injury on her right shoulder. It was confirmed that she would need to undergo the same operation on her left shoulder at a later date, and that was today. Hulk Hogan revealed original plan for the first WrestleMania at this link, while it was changed on Steve Austin podcast. Why it was changed on the Steve Austin podcast. Fans on Twitter were quick to point out two significant errors on Raw. Later on in the episode, towards the end of Raw, first came during the Roman Reigns attempted car attack in the back parking lot of the PPG Paints Arena. A mystery driver rammed the car into Reigns' SUV before the commercial break. When they come back from the commercial break, Triple H and Samoa Joe were checking on Reigns, but there was no sign of any damage to the SUV. Second error came when Asuka and Kairi Sane came out for the women's tag team title elimination fatal four-way. When they did, I'll show you a picture of the error graphic for Kabuki Warriors included the Twitter handles for Sane and WWE NXT superstar Io Shirai, not Asuka. Sane and Shirai previously teamed together in NXT before Sane was called up. WWE continued the mystery storyline with Reigns on this week's SummerSlam Go Home edition. Here's that link that I was showing you about to where the angle was, where you seen the car was struck. Woman comes out. If you look to the right of Reigns, there was no car damage. Samoa Joe confronted Reigns in the back parking lot of PPG Paints Arena in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, until a car came speeding at Reigns. Reigns jumped back into his SUV as the car crashed into the rear driver's side. The car then sped off. There has been some fan speculation that mystery angles will lead to Joe and Reigns versus Rowan and Daniel at SummerSlam. It says it reported Bryan versus Reigns at singles match. Joe showed immediate concern for Reigns after the attempted attack and looked as if he wanted to get revenge on the mystery driver. Furthermore, fans on social media pointed out to how Rowan could be wearing a black hoodie in a replay of the mystery attack on Tuesday's SmackDown, as seen, thanks to Wrestling Inc. reader Jeramis Briggs for the photo at this link. And you look for a silhouette on the right upper. You got a circle around, as this picture is on Instagram. I have to post a link for it because you can't copy a picture. It's believed that Rowan may be rebuilt as a mystery forklift driver that tried to knock the structure over on Reigns last week. The big reveal looks like it will take place during Go Hold SmackDown from Detroit. Adam Hangman Page was recently a guest of Busted Open Radio. During the appearance, he discussed the creative freedom that AEW allows its talent and more, and also why he turned down WWE thing as well. And here are the highlights on wrestlers having creative freedom in AEW. I think that is maybe something people are not used to. We have done 3 shows. I haven't, for the first time ever, had someone tell me what to say. I am doing what I want to. These things are in my hands. I don't think anyone has 100% complete control of what they are doing at any time. But I think giving more power back to the wrestlers to be creative. I think more than just competing in the ring, I like to be creative, which is hard to do when you are not allowed to. I think AEW letting some of those wrestlers have that input is massive. On his stint in NJPW and Ring of Honor, preparing him for his current role, going through something like G1 and facing guys like Minoru Suzuki, you go through that and you ask yourself, how in the heck am I going to be nervous now? Obviously, the stage is bigger, the stakes are higher, and the opponent is Chris Jericho, maybe a more household name. But being a wrestler, this is what it is. And I think being in G1 does prepare you on planning to get over with the fans, with or without the AEW title. Obviously, my plan from the beginning is to win and be the first champion. But I think so. People want to watch and have characters and be able to follow that character's story for a long period of time and relate to them in some way. I don't think someone has to win every single match to create a connection with the fans. I am a testament of that. I am pretty sure I have a piss poor record as far as wins and losses, even in Ring of Honor. So I don't think that this is necessarily the connection you want to have with the fans. You can listen to the interview at this link. Credit to Busted Open Radio and also Wrestling Link. Kane currently advertised for the Raw Live event for Friday, August 23rd in Bossier City, Louisiana, our home city. And the Raw Live event on Saturday, August 24th in Lafayette, Louisiana. He is scheduled to face Braun Strowman at the Lafayette show. Ricochet versus U.S. Champion AJ Styles in a street fight is also advertised for the Lafayette Live event. And I'm predicting the same matches for the Lafayette show will be at the event in Bossier City. Kane's first in-ring appearance since he teamed with The Undertaker for the match against Hall of Famers DX at Crown Jewel last November. AEW announced that their second and third TNT episodes will air live from Boston, Massachusetts, and Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And I'll show you a picture of that as well, with the graphic of that. Wednesday, October 9th episode will air live from the Agganis Arena in Boston. October 16th episode will air live from the Liacouras Center at Temple University. Hashtag Are You Elite at AEW 1, there's AEW on TNT is coming to hashtag Boston and hashtag Philadelphia Wednesday, October 9th. So the shows are going to be on Wednesday. No competition if they're live. And the 16th, they are on Wednesday. Ticket pricing and event on sale to be announced on hashtag AEW social media platforms this coming Friday, August the 9th at noon Eastern time. Noon Eastern, so that's 11 Central Time, our time. As AEW wrote on Twitter, The first AEW on TNT episode will air live from 8 to 10 p.m., 2 hours, on Wednesday, October 2nd, from the Capital One Arena in Washington, D.C. The event sold out in just a few hours last week, but more tickets are to be released real soon. And get it, go to that link for that. Impact Wrestling issued following press release announcing their return to Oklahoma for 2 events in conjunction with World Class Revolution. The show is entitled Operation Override and Victory Road. Victory Road is one of their normal pay-per-views, taking place on September 13th and 14th, and will stream on Impact Plus. And here's more details. Impact will present a pair of live specials in Oklahoma this September in partnership with Jerry Bossick's World Class Revolution, streaming live on Impact Wrestling's official Twitch channel and Impact Plus, respectively, and tickets for both shows are now on sale, starting as low as $5. Action gets underway on Friday, September 13th from Comanche County Fairgrounds in Lawton, Oklahoma. Impact Wrestling presents Operation Overdrive, streaming at 7:30 p.m. on Eastern Time to 6:30 Central on Impact Wrestling's official Twitch channel. I'll even post that link for you. www.twitch.tv/Impact Wrestling, which leads to the weekly premiere of the flagship show Impact on Fridays at 10 p.m. On Saturday, September 14th, stars of Impact Wrestling invade Stride Bank Center in Enid, Oklahoma, for Victory Road at 8 p.m. Impact Wrestling's multi-platform digital subscription video on demand live event service featuring instant access to 3,000 plus hour library spanning over 17 years, live monthly specials, groundbreaking original series, reality shows, and documentaries. Exclusive events from international promotional partners and historical content from old territories. Matches from both events will be announced in the coming weeks. And MLW Fusion TV link for this week's episode is at this link. New Table for Z episode will be premiere after network after the Raw goes off the air. Table of Honor episode will feature Cesaro, Seth Rollins, and Nigel McGuinness. And here's the link for that. It's a 30-minute episode. Raw superstar Bobby Lashley recently underwent elbow surgery. His spine's been out of action, according to Pro Wrestling Sheet. No word yet on what led to the injury, but the 43-year-old Lashley needed to have bone spurs removed from the elbow. Lashley is set to make his return to the ring in early November. Results from last night's IMPACT Starstruck event from Los Angeles, California. The event streamed on Impact Plus, networking in conjunction with Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. Special thanks to Joey G, who was in attendance, posted the results. Andy Brown defeated Adrian Quest to retain the CWFH Heritage Championship. Peter Avalon defeated Jordan Clearwater. Reno Scum defeated the Rock Nest Monster. Jordan Grace defeated Madison Rain. Jake Chris defeated Trey and Ace Austin to retain the Impact X-Division Championship. Jessica Havoc defeated Viva Van. After match, Johnny Bravo immediately challenges Havoc, and Havoc defeated Johnny Bravo. Sammy Callahan defeated Willie Mack. Eddie Edwards defeated Moose in a street fight. Michael Elgin defeated Rich Swann. And your main event, the North defeated Tommy Dreamer and Rhino to retain the Impact Tag Team Championship. This week's Being the Elite episode can be seen at this link. WWE has announced a storyline fine for Samoa Joe. On Monday, following an incident at Pittsburgh International Airport, Joe was arriving to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania for more Raw at the PPG Paints Arena when a producer asked him if he was responsible for the forklift incident that almost took out Roman Reigns on last Tuesday's SmackDown. As seen, they showed a video, which I did not get the link of that happening. Joe responded aggressively and knocked the phone to the ground. As I guess he was trying to get a video on it. WWE noted Samoa Joe has been fined an undisclosed amount by WWE to do his behavior earlier today at Pittsburgh International Airport. No word yet on how this fine will be used on SummerSlam Go Home edition at all, which I didn't hear him even say anything about it. Joe is not currently scheduled for a match at Sunday's pay-per-view. WWE previously announced 1 hour SummerSlam kickoff show for next Sunday, a change from the 2 hour kickoff in recent years. In an update, SummerSlam kickoff is now scheduled to run for 2 hours again, beginning at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, so that's 4 p.m. Central Time. Main card is scheduled to run from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Time, so that's 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. But will likely run later, as the card is rumored to feature 15 matches. WWE take the following matches for this week's spoilers for main event episode. Daniel Brooke defeated Sarah Logan. Revival defeated Zack Ryder and Kurt Hogan. Raw opens up from the PPG Paint Arena in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, with the entire roster on the stage. And we get a "We Stand With You" message on the big screen with outlines of Texas and Ohio for the recent happenings from shootings in both places. Mike Rowe remembers the victims of the weekend shootings in El Paso and Dayton, and asks everyone in the arena to stand. We get the 10-bell salute. Cut to a normal Raw opening. Opening video is interrupted by Samoa Joe standing on top of the announce table, yelling at Michael Cole, Corey Graves, and Renee Young. Joe rants about being blamed for last Tuesday's mystery attack on Roman Reigns. Joe goes on about being wrongly accused last week, interrupting Cole and Graves after they interrupt him. Joe demands Cole show the footage again so we can determine the truth. We'll get a video package of the mystery attack. We come back to Joe and he threatens to come to the ring and shut the show down until he gets the apology he deserves. Fans pop. If anyone has a problem with it, the music interrupts and out comes Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair versus Natalya and Trish Stratus. Charlotte was out next as Becky looks on. Natalya's out first for her team. WWE Hall of Famer Trish Stratus was out next. We got a commercial. Back for the break. It's Cole's All Help. Heights and Sharpshooter versus the Disarmer at SummerSlam. Lynch and Natalya tangle to start the match. They trade shoves as fans chant for Lynch. Natalya avoids the Disarmer and takes Lynch down. More back and forth on the mat now. Natalya applies an armbar, but Lynch gets out and rolls her up for a 2 count. Lynch goes for a sharpshooter, but Natalya kicks her away. Lynch goes for another submission, but Flair takes herself in. They're taken between Flair and Lynch. Flair goes to work on Natalya with kicks and chops. Flair fights in for the apron and rolls Natalya more back and forth between Flair and Natalya. Natalya steps on Flair's back while she's down, but Flair trips her and levels her with a big boot. Flair taunts Trish. Flair slams Natalya's face into the mat a few times and keeps her grounded while taunting Trish. Flair ragdolls Natalya on the mat in front of Trish. Natalya fights up and out, but Flair clotheslines her. Flair teases a tag to Lynch, but mocks her instead. Flair keeps control of Natalya. Flair fights off a comeback attempt and rolls Natalya up for a 2 count. Natalya comes back and goes for a sharpshooter, but it's blocked. Natalya with a big clothesline. Flair swings at Trish, but she hops off the apron, leading to Natalya rolling Flair up for a 2 count. More back and forth. Now as Flair keeps up in front of Trish. Trish comes through the ropes, but the referee backs her off. No tag. Lynch tags herself in with a hard shot. There's more tension between Flair and Lynch. Flair blindsides Lynch and leaves the ring to boost. Lynch talks trash as Flair walks off up the ramp. Lynch turns around to Natalya, dropping her and applying a sharpshooter. Lynch makes it to the bottom rope, and the hold is broken. Natalya keeps the hold broken, and the referee calls for the bell. Winner by disqualification, Becky Lynch and Charlotte. After the bell, Natalya drags Lynch back in the middle of the ring and keeps the hold locked. Trish comes in to get her partner off. Natalya takes it the wrong way and stares Trish down. Natalya storms out of the ring as Trish checks on Becky. Lynch recovers and limps around, selling the submission hold, and her music plays. Trish still checking on her again. To end the segment. We saw Andrade ripping Rey Mysterio's mask off last week. Mysterio showed him walking to the ring next. We go back to commercial. Rey Mysterio versus Andrade was next. Out after commercial break, Rey was out first, followed by Andrade with Zelina. Bell rings and Andrade charges but misses. Rey goes to work on Andrade, catches him in a tilt the world backbreaker. Rey then rocks Andrade in the 619 position in an enziguri, but Andrade drops him over the shoulder. Rey dodges his basement drop kick and covers for a quick pin attempt. Rey drops Andrade face first in the second turnbuckle. He charges with Andrade, cuts him off, and sends him down. Andrade stomps away now. Andrade works Rey around. Rey counters and sends Andrade to the floor. Rey runs the sides under the bottom rope, nailing a sunset flip into the barrier. We go to commercial with Rey standing tall in the on the floor. Back to the break. Rey sends Andrade flying across the ring from up high. Fans pop as Vega screams from ringside. Rey covers for a 2 count. Rey goes to the apron and fights Andrade off with an enziguri. Rey goes to the top and hits a senton. Rey keeps the trophy with more offense. Rey rolls through a pin attempt and kicks Andrade in the head for a 2 count. More back and forth between the two. Rey with a sunset bomb for a 2 count. Andrade works Rey over with chops. Rey ducks a chop, but Andrade levels him with a big back elbow for a close 2 count. Andrade can't believe he didn't get to 3. Andrade climbs up, but Rey cuts him off from behind. Rey climbs up, but Andrade turns Rey upside down in the corner. In the tree of woe, Andrade with a big double stomp for a close 2 count. Fan chant for 619 as Rey recovers. Looks to make a comeback. Rey rolls Andrade back for a close 2 count. Andrade comes back with a powerbomb in the corner. Andrade with a running double knees to the face in the corner for a close 2 count. Vega shows frustration. Rey comes back with more offense for another 2 count. Rey drops Andrade in the ropes. Another 619 for a pop. Rey goes up top, but Rey splashes. And Andrade gets his knees up. More back and forth. And pin attempt between the two. Andrade powerbombs Rey in the middle of the ring. Andrade goes for Rey's mask again. Vega drops Rey over the ropes while the referee wasn't looking. Andrade has the referee distracted. Andrade takes advantage and hits the double underhook for the pin and the win. As we go to replays after the match, music hits and Vega comes into the ring, celebrate with the win. Still to come, Miz and Dolph Ziggler sign their SummerSlam contract on Miz TV with Shawn Michaels. Also, Kurt Angle will be the special referee for Cedric Alexander versus Drew McIntyre. We'll get a look back at how Maria Kanellis won the 24/7 title on last week's Raw. Cut to the video of Maria and Mike at her OBGYN appointment. Maria goes on about taking the title into SummerSlam, and she says Mike has one job, to protect her child, and the title. He promises he won't let her down. The nurse calls Mike and Maria back to see the doctor. Other people waiting in the lounge look at each other, shocked at how Maria talks to Mike. Back to commercial. Back to the break, we see Mike and Maria waiting on Maria's doctor. She wants him to prove that he's there for her. He hugs her, but he's really pinning her for the WWE 24/7 title. Nurse was a referee. She had a referee shirt under the nurse's clothes. Mike hurries back to the waiting room, and we see R-Truth in disguise, as well as Carmella in disguise. Truth then pins Mike, runs off. He's also dressed as a pregnant black woman. With Carmella and he escapes with Carmella on his back. Charlie Cruz is backstage with Becky Lynch. Becky isn't worried about Natalya having the home country advantage at SummerSlam. She says Natalya has been letting Canada down for her entire career. Why would she stop now? Lynch goes on about being the one thing Natalya's career needs, and says she will give Natalya's people a new hero on Sunday. We cut to Sarah Schreiber and Natalya for a response. Natalya promises there will be a big celebration in Canada on Sunday. Natalya says Becky can break her arm at SummerSlam, but she still won't tap out. We see Universal Champion Brock Lesnar backstage with Paul Heyman back to commercial. Back for the break, out comes Universal Champion Brock Lesnar with Paul Heyman. My feed goes out, and I'm kind of glad, because I don't like hearing Brock or Paul speak anyways. Heyman does his usual introduction and says his client has ordered him to educate each and every single fan in the arena at home. Heyman goes on running down Seth Rollins and shows us a video package of Lesnar destroying Rollins last week. Lesnar's last active video package. Heyman goes on, reveals that Rollins is in Pittsburgh tonight. Fans are cheering. Heyman wonders why the fans would cheer Rollins on. Heyman says Rollins has more balls than brains. Rollins' music interrupts, but he's nowhere to be seen. Rollins finally comes out, limping with a steel chair in hand. Lesnar laughs at him. Rollins slowly enters the ring with a chair. Lesnar strikes first with a shot to the ribs to bring Rollins down. Of course, he drops the chair, and Lesnar picks it up and works Rollins over with a chair, nailing Rollins in the gut. Lesnar rams Rollins back into the corner a few times and stands over him. Rollins keeps calling and reaching, but Lesnar just toys with him. Heyman yells from ringside and asks Rollins what the heck is wrong with him. Rollins charges, but Heyman knocks him down again. Lesnar drops Rollins in the middle of the ring with an F5. Lesnar stands over Rollins with a universal title and raises it in the air. Lesnar then walks off and goes to commercial. Back to the ring, we see what Brock Lesnar just did to Seth Rollins again. Rollins is in the ring with the medics and officials still. Rollins takes the mic and talks about wondering if this is all worth it. Week after week, it is. Rollins says this is all he's ever wanted. Some fans respond with a what treatment. Rollins guarantees he will defeat Lesnar for the Universal title on Sunday. Rollins slowly exits the ring and limps up the ramp, clutching his ribs. He could barely even speak when he was saying that. He refuses a stretcher and medical attention. Charlie Caruso is backstage with a Hall of Famer Kurt Angle, who's in referee gear. Fans pop for his hometown man. Angle talks about being back in his hometown, but here comes NXT Tag Team Champions, the Street Profits. Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins. They introduce themselves to Angle. They plug their title defense at NXT TakeOver Toronto 2. On Saturday, they go on and pull out their red solo cups. Ford starts pouring milk, but Angle says he promised his wife he wouldn't do anything crazy. They talk about Angle being their hero, and he agrees to just 1 cup of milk. Drew McIntyre appears, and he's not impressed with the comedy. Drew steps to Angle, but Dawkins puts his hand on his chest to stop him. Drew says he comes in peace. Drew just wants to make sure Angle calls a match with Cedric Alexander down the middle because of their past. Drew taunts Angle some more and threatens to crack his skull open if he doesn't call it down the middle tonight. Drew walks off in the segment. Viking Raiders versus Jay Alexander and Eric Abraham. Don't know who the folks are this week. Didn't get any news on it. If I did, I'd post it on SmackDown video. We go out to the ring, and out comes Viking Raiders, Eric and Ivar. 2 local enhancement talents wait in the ring, Jay Alexander and Eric Abraham. The bell rings, and Ivar goes back to work on Alexander. Abraham gets dropped as well. Eric tags in for a big double team. Eric brings the other jobber in the ring with a big German suplex from the apron. Eric drops the original guy with a big elbow. Power moves continue as Ivar tags back in for double teaming. Ivar hits a big splash from the top. They go on and hit the Viking Experience. Double team for the win. After the match, Eric and Ivar stand tall and go to replays. The announcers pay tribute to Hall of Famer Harley Race, who passed away at the age of 76 this past Thursday. We see some of the wrestlers comment on Race from Twitter. Back to commercial. Back for the break. Coleslaw leads us to a tribute video to the Hall of Famer Harley Race. Fans in the arena chant for Harley's name. Drew McIntyre versus Cedric Alexander is up next. We go to ring. Out comes Hall of Famer Kurt Angle to a big hometown pop. Angle is a special referee, guest referee for this match. Doesn't last long. Music hits. Out comes Cedric Alexander. Drew McIntyre was out next, attacking Cedric from behind. I did see this match. Drew beat Cedric down on the ramp into the ringside area. As Angle watches from the ring, Drew launches Cedric into the barrier again. Cedric tries to fight back. Cedric fought off an inverted Alabama slam. And sends Drew into the ring post. Cedric leaps off the barrier and hits a huge tornado DDT on the floor. Angle is in the ring alone when the lights go out. Lights start flashing and we see the Fiend, Bray Wyatt, in the ring. Wyatt attacks Angle and with a mandible claw, Wyatt screams while holding Angle down. Lights stop flashing and we just hear Wyatt laughing over the arena. And he's gone. Go back to commercial. So was there a finish to the match or what? Nothing more than that. as Drew and Cedric were both on. The OC versus the New Day was up next. Back for the ring, out comes the New Day. SmackDown Tag Team Champions Big E and Xavier Woods. Out next comes the OC. Raw Tag Team Champions Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson with US Champion AJ Styles. Gallows is wearing his face paint once again, which gives him a special energy. Woods starts off with Anderson, and they go at it. Look more like a Road Warrior. Woods takes control, but Gallows distracts him from the apron, allowing AJ to attack. The match quickly falls apart. The referee calls for the bell. Winner by disqualification, New Day. 3 versus 2. What do you expect? After the match, OC triple teams Woods and Big E. Music finally hits, and out comes Ricochet to make save. Ricochet unloads and clears the ring for a big pop. Ricochet stands tall with Big E and Woods as the OC looks on from the floor. We go back to commercial. The OC versus Ricochet and the New Day. So now we got 6-man action. Back from the break, 6-man is underway as Ricochet and AJ go at it. AJ takes the goal and drops Ricochet with a shot to the throat. Carl Anderson tags in and goes at it with Ricochet. Ricochet drops him with a neck breaker for 2 count. Big E tags in and keeps the offense going on Anderson. Gallows comes in and levels Big E. Gallows takes Big E to the corner and beats him around. Gallows with a big suplex on Big E for a 2 count. Gallows keeps Big E grounded. Gallows drops Big E with a big shot to the face, then drops Ricochet off the apron. Gallows misses a shot to Xavier, and then comes AJ. Big E fights out in the corner, dropping Carl Anderson off the apron. Big E keeps fighting and dodges a foot on the forearm. Big E with a belly-to-belly suplex throw on Styles. Woods and Anderson tag in at the same time. Woods unloads and gets the upper hand. Styles sends Woods to the corner, but Woods hits the honor roll. Woods with a sliding knee to Anderson for a 2 count as Gallows breaks up the pin. Ricochet brings Woods in and nails Gallows. Big E clotheslines Gallows to the floor. Styles flies in with forearm to Big E. Ricochet unloads on AJ. Ricochet drops AJ out of the ring. More back and forth. Anderson with a big DDT to Woods. Anderson and Gallows hit the magic kill on Woods. And Gallows recovers for the pin and win. After the match, OC stands tall with the titles as AJ's music hits. Still to come, Fatal 4-way elimination match for the women's tag team titles. Also, special edition of Miz TV. Samoa Joe backstage talking to a staffer who informs him that Roman Reigns is almost here. Joe tells the guy to inform everyone that Raw is now shut down. Joe walks off to the ring as we go back to commercial. Back from the break, Cole Saw says Roman is almost here. We see a video package from last Tuesday's mystery attack on Reigns. We go to the ring, out comes Samoa Joe as the music hits. Joe takes the mic and calls out Roman. Says he's not waiting for Reigns any longer. Joe is going to give Reigns a chance to walk down the aisle, get in the ring, and apologize for Joe being accused of the attack. Reigns doesn't appear, and Joe says, that's fine. We'll play it his way. Joe exits the ring and tosses the steel chair back in. Joe takes a seat in a chair and says Raw is now officially shut down because until Reigns comes and apologizes to him in person. Joe counts to 3, but there's still no sign of Reigns. Joe says he's got all night. All Reigns has to do is walk the aisle unless he's scared to. Joe goes on about how he's got all night until Reigns shows. Joe continues to yell about Reigns from his chair. Fans start chanting for CM Punk. A ringside staffer informs Joe to come over to the ring that Reigns has arrived, that you heard it on the microphone. Joe says he's not waiting. He's going to greet Reigns in the parking lot. Joe exits the ring and marches to the back. We see Joe walking out to the back parking lot, approaching an SUV as it pulls up. Reigns steps out of the SUV, has words with Joe. Momentarily, a car suddenly comes driving up and crashes into the SUV as Reigns jumps back inside just in time. Joe is stunned at what just happened. We go to commercial. Back to the ring, we see what just happened in the parking lot. Kozlov plays up the seriousness of the situation. We see a video from during the commercial showing the driver of the car spinning away. They didn't show the driver, his car spinning away. Joe checked on Reigns in the SUV, repeatedly told him to stay down while calling for a medic. Joe continues to show concern for Reigns as Reigns clutches his shoulder. We see also show footage of Triple H checking on Reigns as well. And that's a go over SummerSlam card. 4-way elimination match. For the WWE Women's Tag Team titles, Kabuki Warriors versus Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross versus Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville versus the Iconics as champions. Champions at last. We go to ring. Out first comes the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane with Paige. Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville were out next, followed by Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. Tag Team Champions Iconics were out last. Billy Kay and Peyton Royce. Back for the ring. We get ring instructions from Rome. Rose starts off with Kay as they lock up. Royce tags in and double team Rose in their corner. Double team continues by the champions. They knock Asuka and Sane off the apron next. They knock Bliss and Cross off. They go back to work on Rose and drop Cross as she runs in. Bliss runs in and also gets dropped. Iconics nail a double team slam on Bliss. Sane runs in, but the Iconics deck her. The double team her some more. Asuka runs in, but the Iconics drop her as well. So far, they're taking control of the ring. Royce slams Asuka's face into KC. Iconics stand tall together. And pose after clearing the ring. Rose runs in and drops Royce. Rolling up Kay for a 2 count. Rose unloads on Kay. Kay drops Rose with a big right hand out of nowhere. Deville runs in with a big kick to Royce. Stop the double team. Royce rolls Kay up for a 2 count. Rose levels Kay again with a clothesline. And covers for the pin to eliminate Kay. Iconics have been eliminated, and you will have new tag team champions. Go to commercial. Deville stands tall with Rose. Back for the break. Asuka locks up with Rose. Bliss tags Rose out. Looks up to lock up with Asuka, but she tags in Deville instead. Deville and Asuka trade holds. Deville with a shoulder. Asuka comes right back with a shoulder of her own to drop Deville. Asuka unloads with kicks down. Deville catches the kick and slams Asuka on the mat. Deville with a big kick and then another. Another while Asuka is down. Asuka dodges a sliding knee and hits a hip attack. And Sane tags in for double teaming to Deville. Paige cheers them on as they run wild on Deville. Bliss is tagged in next. She meets Sane in the middle of the ring. Sane takes a shot at Bliss's height as they face off. They lock up, but Bliss mocks Sane now. Sane comes back with a stop to the gut for a 2 count. Asuka tags in and comes off the top with an axe handle. Bliss tags in Rose. Rose stops Asuka from rolling Bliss up. Rose rocks Asuka and tags in Deville for some more double team. Well, Bliss is still acting like she's got an injury, staying on the outside throughout the match. Deville with a 2 count on Asuka. Deville holds Asuka as Rose tags in. Asuka blocks the double team, but Rose nails a big knee for a 2 count. Rose looks to plant Asuka on her face, but Asuka hangs on. Asuka goes on and hits a big knee to the face. Asuka pulls Rose into the Asuka lock. Rose finally taps out. Rose and Deville have been eliminated. Bliss and Cross look on as we go back to commercial. Back for the break. Asuka has Cross down on the mat by her leg. Asuka repositions and tightens a new hold as Bliss looks worried. Paige cheers on Asuka from ringside. Cross turns around and breaks free. Bliss tags in for double team in the corner. Bliss with a big slap to Asuka's face. Brooks works over Asuka while she's down in the corner. Cross tags back in for some more shots while Asuka's down. Cross with another thrust to the throat. And a neck breaker for a 2 count as Sane runs in. Cross dumps Asuka on her head for a close 2 count. Cross some more strikes in the corner. Asuka fights both opponents and gets out of the corner. Cross tries to stop the tag, but Asuka hits jumper suplex. Sane and Bliss tag in at the same time and unload on each other. Sane hits a drop kick and keeps going. Sane walks the plank, drops Cross off the apron, and hits a sliding forearm to Bliss. Asuka tags back in, forces a double team on Bliss, then on Cross. Asuka gets Asuka lock on Bliss. Bliss rolls through and turns it into a 2 count. Paige can't believe it. Bliss runs into a big kick from Asuka. Sane tags back in and goes up top. Referee stops Asuka from stopping Cross. Cross traps Asuka in the apron and works her over. Bliss drop kicks Asuka in the back of the head. More back and forth. Bliss rocks Sane and drops her. Bliss goes to the top for Twisted Bliss and nails it. Bliss covers Sane for the win and becomes their new tag team champions. After the match, Bliss and Cross celebrate with the titles as the music hits. We go to replays. Paige regroups with the Kabuki Warriors at ringside as the new champions celebrate. We see what happened with Seth Rollins and Brock Lesnar earlier. We go to the ring for special edition Miz TV as Miz makes his way out. Miz will sign SummerSlam contract with Dolph Ziggler. Announces plug the 2K20 cover with Reigns and Becky Lynch. We go back to commercial. Back for the ring. Miz is in the ring. He brings out Hall of Famer Shawn Michaels to make sure this contract signing goes on smooth. Miz introduces Ziggler next. Ziggler rants about carrying WWE and being the best thing to hit pro wrestling. He talks about how he's the only legend in the ring right now and will finally get the credit he's due when he wins at SummerSlam. Ziggler signs the SummerSlam contract. Well, Miz and Ziggler have words now as Miz gets fired up on the mic. Miz says he can't wait to get his hands on Ziggler next Monday on Raw. Ziggler looks confused. Miz says Ziggler didn't read the fine print on the contract. Miz says he thought that he will have many SummerSlam moments, but the guy Ziggler is facing might not have many left. Miz then reveals Ziggler just signed a contract to face someone else. Shawn, wearing an NXT hat, takes a mic and tells Ziggler that he's not the opponent. Some fans start chanting Goldberg. The music hits and out he comes to a pop. Well, my feed cuts off at that point as he comes to the ring. And he just comes in and just stands on the thing doing his little fist thing. Goldberg marches to the ring and Ziggler readies for a fight. Michaels and Miz watch from the outside. Goldberg enters the ring and Ziggler retreats to the floor. Goldberg stands at the podium and goes to sign the contract. As fans pop and chant his name. Goldberg signs and takes the mic. Goldberg calls Ziggler's name and says, "Guess what? You're next." Music starts back up. Ziggler backs up the ramp, throwing a fit as Goldberg looks on from the ring. Ziggler turns around on the stage to sweet chin music from Michaels to get his revenge as Raw goes off the air. And I did not get any dark match results from that, so that's going to conclude my video for this week for Raw and WWE main event. Thank you again. Peace out. See you on video. If you don't know, just call me, brothers and sisters.